Who wants to hit that recap?
Oh,
My notes are long, so I will
Something's
defer to
happened.
somebody else.
I'll do. My notes are always long. So I missed the first little bit of this, if I remember right. But I wrote down what I was told.
That's fine.
Something about a vision.
Garret touched the circle, and it pretty much deduced that Zalrir is in the
Zalrir.
catacombs,
Yes.
and he has a book and a crystal.
Yes. A message was sent to Neverember, and all we got in reply was thanks. We got steeds, and Canis has a drake. As we're going, because we're going through the fields of the dead. Baldur's Gate was apparently on heavy lockdown. Something having to do with the Church of Elturel. It looked kind of like me. The forests are creepy and weird. There are odd, powerful magics, rumors of a hag.
There are forests where they shouldn't be.
Yes. Where there shouldn't be. We were here, and this is whenever I came in. We were here, or Oordem, sorry, was here, and all sorts of weird shit. On the first night, including like his name, whispers, that kind of stuff. There was a fog rolling in. I could feel something moving around within it. What? We feel like we've gone. Oh, and we feel like we've gone nowhere. Like we feel like we haven't moved at all, basically. There are bodies occasionally around, both fresh and old, but it was hard to tell what really killed them. Again, Oordem hearing some weird shit. As we hunkered down, I could hear a horse gallop up toward me, and I could see the shadow of it, I guess. The sounds of battle ring out. I can't help but draw my sword, and I want to wade into the mist to join. Oordem hears his name again. The fog clears. There's fresh corpses and signs of a battle. Beyond the corpses is like a small little wooded area, I suppose. Here's something again. Sorry, I can't read my own writing. Voices again. Can't help but feel a draw towards it. But he doesn't see me. Oordem doesn't see me. I don't see him. As he walks through it, he goes through. And then I just wrote, some shit is happening with Oordem. And then I drew a little melty emoji, like this one. Oh, shit.
Nice.
This one. Cause it wasn't happening to me, but I know he did get, like, basically cocooned, quote unquote, by something. The fog fades. The fog fades. Something's not right. I see what Oordem saw now. Oordem is wrapped up in a large cocoon type thing, vines, whatever, pulled to the ground, and there are vines pushing into his palm. He's getting attacked, basically, and everyone is sleeping. The creature is some giant tree vine-like creature. Says too soon, and calls Oordem a betrayer because Oordem snapped out of it, I believe. And then a battle ensued. I yelled for everybody to wake the fuck up. So we did. We started fighting. And then at one point during the fight, Garret, I wouldn't know this, but Garret heard, what is their victory worth to you? It was almost like he was having like an out-of-body experience.
A schizo moment.
And then I had heard things look dire. Do you not wish to expire? And then it laughed and disappeared. And because I had answered in the heat of the moment, thinking it was my inner monologue, that no, of course I don't want to die. And then it laughed and disappeared. And then I wrote, oh no, it was a hag. I agreed like an idiot. All of the zombie things that were there run away. The hag casts a spell. I'm so stupid. But to be fair, Vera didn't think anything of it. She just heard a voice that wasn't Vecna. And in the heat of the battle, she could very well have just thought it was her own inner monologue. Oopsie! Grady Mabel is the hag's name. She kind of helped us win that fight. I asked her if there was anything that we could give her in return, since I don't really want to make an enemy of her, and I wanted to kind of what's the word? Like, if this was a deal that I'd accidentally made, it was kind of like trying to not have to give something so dire or important. Canis offers her his immovable rod. I try to think of what to offer. She says, "What about the other one?" She asks, "Assume what?"
Oordem was unconscious at this
Oordem.
point.
Yes,
so,
yes.
yeah.
What? Creepy. Oh, I wrote. Okay, yeah. I don't know if she was talking to Canis about something that I don't know about. So that doesn't matter, I guess. She brought Oordem back to life, or back up to 1 health. Anyway, Archie said that there was something familiar about Granny Mabel. I don't know if anybody else caught that or if I heard shit, but I wrote that down. Nima is trying to get Archie to go back to Sigil, or to have Archie teleport Granny Mabel to Sigil in order for Illustrial and them to deal with her. But he says he cannot leave me. Lady Illustrial said to stay by my side and to watch over me. And that we were like, all right, well, we'll think about it on the way, haha, because Mabel decided that she'll be traveling with us to Neverwinter. I told her where we were going. I said that we were going to look for answers as to why Vecna would choose us. She also did not like our Vecna-fied selves. Very was her reaction to our curses. She spat at Vecna being in on her plane as well. She said that she'll be with us for 4 days. We set up camp for the night. She fell asleep. She was clutching a locket. It seems to be very important to her. The hag had said that Oordem made a deal, not sure with whom. And then one night, we kind of traveled uneventfully, because she had set up like this barrier. Part, yeah, it was pretty uneventful. I see Mabel moving one night toward Oordem. She kind of like looked them up and down, checked on him, and then she plucked a hair from her head. She put it on top of his hand, and then he was sweating and like writhing and whatever. But then he calmed down, and then she went back to bed. The bark that was on his hand is missing now, and it seems that the hole has healed. Nights are getting nicer as we progressed as well. They weren't as creepy and spooky. And then at one point, Nima and Vera got into an argument, kind of, over what to do. And Vera was very adamant that we don't do anything to upset Granny, whereas Nima wanted her to perish. And whenever it came time to ask, I forget who it was or how it came up, but Vera had said, if I'll offer her the memories of my mother, or what little I remember of her, if I need to, if that's what will be payment enough for her help. And then Mabel woke up, quote unquote, and said that she heard everything. And then she put down the wall and told us that we were free to go. I asked her, she said that she couldn't take away somebody's memories of their mother like that. And I asked her if she has memories of anyone. She said yes, lots of family and friends and loved ones. And then she opened the locket, and it was a picture of Piper and Eba Holly. Because Granny Mabel is Piper and Eba Holly's daughter. Fuck off, Phil, is what I wrote.
Just a couple of nobodies. Who are they?
Some unnamed adventurers. She isn't even a hag, really. She just kind of learned some things while she was in the Feywild and magics and whatnot. We learned that Piper and Eba Holly died happy and healthy. And she showed us the way to get back to Neverwinter. She said that she'd never really had friends and that she just enjoys conversation, and Vera was sure to tell her that once all is said and done that she'll be going back to visit. And yeah.
She cleared the path for you guys. Yeah, Tobor secured to head north.
Yeah. One or two things to add is that at one night, Oordem asked Granny Mabel what the treant entity was, and she said, "Oh, it's an avatar. Doesn't matter now." And then sort of said, "Hey, if you want to know, give me stuff." Essentially, and Oordem did not.
Yeah. But the wound's still present. Some people are walking away from their encounter with Granny Mabel a little different, I guess.
Yeah.
And we left off, and she kind of faded into the night. Well,
Who has Canis's rod right now? Must know.
that would be Nima, I believe.
Nima.
Nima.
Yeah, it's Nima.
Yeah, I was holding it after the goodbye.
I think I noticed it.
Yeah, it's easily noticeable.
Yeah, I was just holding it. He's just kind of staring out for a bit.
He gave it to Nima because obviously you were AFK at that point.
I say, enjoying my rod. I snatch it out of his hand.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, wait, no, fuck. Yeah,
Not so movable now, is it?
it's not what I. Let's keep going.
Did this hag go back on our deal?
No.
Was payment not required?
I don't think so.
I believe there was no deal.
Oh, so when she was attracted to me, that was a lie too. Good.
Of course.
Because who would love a monster like me? No.
Just going off to write in your journal every day.
Dear diary, a weird lizard person called me cute today.
She booped my nose.
It booped my nose, and my heart went boop too. Can we get a sense that we're like getting close to where
The next day you'll be on. Yeah, the next day you'll be back. You'll be on the road.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. If nobody wants to do anything, it's pretty much lights out for the day.
Yeah.
Oordem will probably be up a little longer, just contemplating things when he remembers about his personal discussion with the treant entity. His wound. He'll probably take his glove off a couple of times to look at it and just sort of like inspect it. Make sure it's not getting worse or infected, and make sure realizing it's magical.
As you inspect it, you do very much just hear words. As you're like staring at it, it kind of encapsulates you for a moment, and the whispers do get louder and louder before you snap out of it.
Snap out of it. Put the glove over it. I will deal with that in due time. He'll probably spend a little time praying to his deity. Just as nothing too intense, for lack of a better word, at this point. Just sort of like to kind of get his mind off of things before he retires for the night.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else want to do anything?
Nope.
Okay. The night will go by uneventful at Granny Mabel's word. You guys didn't even feel the need to really have to watch. As the day comes, you guys realize that you're literally half a day from Borskir. You weren't able to see it till today. But Borskir, you could see the road busy and traveled like normal. You you guys wake up and get ready for the day. If anyone wants to do anything, let me know. Otherwise, you're just gonna move on to the road. You guys get some glances of like they came from the field of the dead kind of deal, but nobody really bothers you too much because they're just more confused than anything.
Some of them see Garret and be like, "Oh, that makes sense."
Well, I feel like they'd be more worried about the fucking 4 undead that are following me.
They do get that's where most of the glances go.
Forgot about them.
I mean, I wasn't really doing it.
But yeah, as long as you guys choose to stick to the road, I would say it's probably a good week's travel from here. If anyone wants to stop off, let me know. There are places to stop off, but
Nima will approach Vera for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
a little head down, a little kick in the dirt. This guy that moves, just shimmies next to you.
Yes.
How's it going?
I mean, going as fine as it could, I suppose. How are you?
Okay, I felt it was necessary to speak up about what happened.
Uh-huh.
I might have been a little out of place. And I'm sorry about that.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Nima. You were acting as you suspected you should, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You were right to be very cautious and wary of a hag. We just had different ways of doing that, I suppose.
My master always spoke about seeing the world from several elements. The way the trees act is different from the wind. The way the wind acts will always annoy the rock. The rocks get in the way of the water. And fire just annoys everyone. But it's always important to take those perspectives in mind, and I blatantly didn't think about you. I wouldn't want to be ignored like that.
Well,
That's where I feel bad.
don't. Really, truly, it's fine.
Okay.
I said, you...
I thought... just didn't want you to hate me.
It would take far more for me to hate you, Nima. I might not know you very well, but I mean, I guess again, I don't know anybody here very well, truly.
Same.
But that's what moments like this are for, where we can learn about each other, and moments like that. We are quite literally in this for the long haul now, and it would be within our best interests as a group. And then at that point, she's going to kind of look around at everybody. It'd be within our best interests as a group to start to learn about each other. I don't need to know everybody's life story. Some things people want to keep private, and that's fine, but we may as well be friends.
I would like that.
That's
I haven't had a lot of friends, so I will be learning.
Me either. I had the spell guard, but
yeah, well,
only
I had
one
my
or two that I'm close to.
I had the other, members of the guard, but they were so boring.
Sticks in mud. I feel like some people feel like they join some sort of military group and they have to be the most boring, boorish people. They lose all personality.
Like, if I wanted to ride the bear outside of the city, I should be able to ride the bear.
Well,
Not
let's keep it within reason.
that was reasonable. I got it away from the people.
Okay,
The
maybe
civilians were unharmed, and I got to ride a bear.
I feel like that's something that two different, totally different planets, you know?
I
Things
thought
are
we
very
were on the
different.
same page here.
Things are very different in your city, in your home, than they are in mine.
Well, it's not the craziest thing.
But as long as nobody was hurt, then.
Well, I mean, yeah, I hit the tree.
Well,
Story for
you
another day.
seem to be, and please don't take offense to this. You seem to be quite clumsy.
I do my. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. It is a.
Well, I got trained in, under my master. He was perfect in everything. So it's like I try to not hit things or fall over the face of the rock or anger weird birds.
I feel exactly the same way. I look up to Lady Illustrial so much.
I can see that. I mean, I look up to everyone else, but it's a different kind of problem.
Oh, of course. Like,
We're so tall.
Well, I am half elf. It kind of comes with genetics and whatnot, Though I can't say I've ever seen. She just kind of eyes him up and down for a minute, like someone like you before.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm apparently a Genasi. I mean, I would ask my parents, but never got to meet him.
Well, then we have something in common, don't we? I mean, I met mine, I presume. I just don't remember. Memory's a fickle thing. And she kind of does that, like...
Water off the back,
Ah, that's clever, that. Is that because... Yeah, no, that's good. That's a good one. No, but really, Nima, you're fine. I appreciate you coming to me, and I appreciate you apologizing, but you have nothing to worry about. Like I said, we had the same idea, but different ways of dealing with it. That's all.
Yeah, you know what they say, kids in soap bars.
I don't quite think I do.
Was that a saying out here?
No, I don't think so. I've heard of chalk and cheese, but not kids in soap bars.
I think how do I master phrase it? Don't trust a kid with a soap bar. You never know if he's gonna eat it.
Oh.
It's just like you never know. Even if you give someone knowledge they need, you never know how they're gonna apply it.
Right. It's very weird.
Hazards.
Yeah.
In the 300,000 languages, I've never heard that term.
Well, you've never seen me, so.
I have seen many like you. Just not as short.
Canis passes by and says, in the astral sea, it's never trust a vampirate with a plunger.
I sorry, I just need a real quick. Just gonna after that one.
Are there no Genasi in this version of the world, or
he keeps it cool?
Oh, there are.
Okay, I thought you were saying like you didn't see anyone like him before.
Well, I haven't seen anyone like me.
Oh,
Yeah, he could have not seen anybody like him.
Oh, I've never seen anybody like you before, Canis. I say that with nothing but respect, of course.
not many people have.
I've seen many like him. Very, very violent. Very violent.
You've seen quite a lot, Archie, haven't you?
I have. Just very violent.
Oh, I can't even begin to
Kind of
describe.
seems to be okay.
This one is like a teddy bear in comparison.
Oh, wasn't that
Aw,
sweet? That was
it's
very kind of you to
adorable.
say,
Like
Archie.
like a
Oh
what?
no, it was an insult, I assure you.
Oh no, that's a sweet thing to say.
What's like a what? What's a teddy bear?
Like a little stuffed animal that you cuddle with at night.
He like
It's meant to bring comfort.
he's silent for a minute, and just like that doesn't sound like me at all.
I say you're pretty soft.
He's quite comforting.
Not like physically soft. I'm not gonna say that. It might be quite insulting, actually. Not physically soft, but like
I feel better when I see him running at the enemy.
yes, I agree with that. I don't think he's any match for me personally.
Indeed.
But thank you, Archie.
Yes,
Very
Archie,
first
good luck.
time we did battle together. Do you remember that hit I got on the enemy?
Oh man,
Um,
if Archie was conscious for the axe, ooh, none of you would live it down.
I don't know
No.
if I do remember that, Canis, because in case you remember, I for some reason
you
felt the
weren't-
need to run away.
She was out of it. You know,
It was
oxygen up there.
It was quite spectacular
oh no.
and very, very violent.
I remember perfectly. It was way before that.
Hmm.
You might not remember because you had fallen, Vera, during the
And-
fight with the spectator.
Ugh,
Vector?
gods.
In one
Yeah.
hit.
You guys
Well,
I got
I-
you. Oh, it was all right.
You fought a spectator?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that must
then
have been
another
fun.
one that was undead.
Oh, you fought it twice?
I believe it was the same one.
No.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Mm.
I
Listen.
want to fight a beholder.
I don't.
No. No. No.
The wizard,
I don't
hold
think
on,
you
buddy.
do.
Have you ever seen one, Garret?
Me?
Yes. Oh, she looks around like, who else is fucking named Garret?
Hey, Garrett's just like, I've been like out of character. I'm eating fucking Doritos. So.
You're
Garrett's
He's just snacking on little pieces of flesh. Might be the zombie, might not be. You know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no. I mean, I don't think I'd be alive if I did.
Come on, it'd be fun. You know, you dodge left, dodge right, one beam, two
Mhm.
beam.
No.
Look at that man. You
That's-
think you can dodge that quickly? I
Well-
say that with peace and love, Garret.
I'll have you know. I might be able to dodge a laser beam with my wings, possibly. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I don't want to either. So, no thanks.
Archie just immediately zaps you.
I'm gonna.
But-
Okay.
No,
Archie
I believe
zapped
him.
me.
Just for one.
Okay. After he does that, I need Archie to I need him to make a strength save.
Oh boy.
While he's doing that, can I just point out that we'd probably still be
Strength
doing
save.
the mage armor thing, so we probably still have mage armor before we set out. So
I thought we were camping.
I thought we're walking.
I don't
We're
know.
pretty much walking now, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
so
much
we're
it's a
gonna-
week's worth of travel, and if no one wants to do anything, you'll arrive in Neverwinter.
At the beginning of the day, I'd put on mage armor on myself and Garret
Yeah.
instead of happen. So
Canis
That's
says,
not-
kind of offhandedly, with all this beholder talk, he goes, once me and some new recruits infiltrated a beholder ship in the Astral Sea as a training exercise.
What did Archie get, by the way?
He rolled a 22. I rolled very high.
That's why you didn't say anything.
The answer is yes.
What did you cast, though? I want to know.
I'll DM it to you.
What do you mean all DM it? Secret spells in there. But at the mention of the beholder ship, Nima will like light up like they have ships.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
And he kind of ponders for a moment and goes, several of them did not make it.
Oh,
Turn to dust. Instantly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
An entire ship made crewed by beholders?
It was his lair. Not uncommon in the Astral Sea.
So you just. Hi.
Okay.
You just. Sorry. live. In. Like.
You,
Up there.
where is the Astral Sea? I've never heard of this ocean.
He kind of like... He gets maybe nighttime? Daytime?
Daytime.
It could be
Daytime,
nighttime if you
yeah.
need it to be. Don't
Well,
worry.
it's just in terms of symbology. If he looks up at the stars and goes,
Yeah, sure.
Lines.
the Astral Sea lies
Oh.
beyond
Right.
the sky. What is in between your realm and mine?
All realms.
Very, very weird one.
Oh, wait, the
Oh,
Astral
okay.
Sea doesn't connect realms. I'm sorry.
Eh.
You say it does?
Nah, I just you know.
I'm just forgetting the lore if it actually does. But
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
there. Some people have cheated the system. That's it. Yeah, there you go.
It's like a bridge. Is the best way to describe it.
yeah.
Yeah, like if you know how to use it, you know how to use it. If you don't, yeah, you're harder ways. Interesting. Guess I
How did
really
you
wasn't-
end up on? How did you end up on Toril then, Canis? Are we some sort of inter-astral hub? Special.
Let's just say I was born here. Just due to circumstances, I wish to return. All Githyanki are born on terrestrial realms.
It's less interesting
so-
than actually being in the astral sea, but I understand the sentiment.
So, do you need like to do something cool? Are you waiting for someone's approval? Is it like a
Suppose-
money thing?
Do you like ascend? Do you just.
Do you
Ascend.
Jump? Do you just need to jump really high?
All these people are asking questions like over. It's like, what about this?
I've seen him cast that jump spell before.
Yeah.
He can jump pretty high.
I can jump pretty high.
Say, I was looking for a quieter life. You must know. Working for the guards seemed to. They seemed to have used my skills. Money was good. But then things very quickly got complicated.
Neat.
As it's wont to do, it seems. For all of us.
Yeah, we are walking north to find a weird book.
You do know that he knows we're coming. If Vecna's watching our every move, then surely he must have told this cult leader about our journey to Neverwinter.
Oh, more than likely.
Then he
If
has no.
they're staying in connection with each other.
Then he has no excuse to lose.
Maybe he
That's
went
one way to put
rogue
it.
after we usurped him in Vecna's eyes. Tossed aside like just child's plaything that he's bored with. So maybe luck's on our side. He doesn't have any knowledge of us.
See, now that you said it,
I was thinking it. I feel that Vecna could have figured that out by whatever thought reading he might have.
Could be a trap.
Could be.
oh, definitely.
He says we're a key to his plans.
Well, I plan to be a very annoying key. Like the one you have to put in like 3 times and then like put a little twist on it, then pull the door a little back just to try to get it to move open. Then you realize you're using the wrong key and it's a whole ordeal.
Oh, one of those USB keys. Yeah, I've heard of those.
What does it stand for, Mark?
I don't know. I think it's It's the name of the dwarf who made it.
Theodore.
My next character could be Usp, the key maker.
There you go.
Yeah, it only has 2 sides, but you can use it 3 ways.
Is that good?
Okay. Any more RP?
Unless anyone has anything else. Unless anyone has anything.
Words?
At this point, I probably wouldn't notice that.
I had an aneurysm. Hold on. You recover from that.
Probably at this point, I probably noticed Oordem's hand has been like healed, right? Or at least it's not doesn't have.
With a glove. It's not
Okay, so
necessarily healed.
I couldn't tell. Okay.
Yeah. No one's stopping me from asking though. So.
Oordem, how's your hand? Is it? Are you about to join the messed up hand club like the rest of us?
It's different. It's
Skeletal.
I don't think it's eating away at my skin, if that's what you're implying or worried about.
The fire that I mentioned was kind of it. That was like in his horns. It's still present.
Every so often you'll see him just kind of like reach up and touch those because he can kind of feel it. It's like, when you got something in your hair, you can kind of feel it.
I forget.
So occasionally he'll just touch his horns and just kind of like that feels off.
Yeah, I remember I did Divine Sense, see if I can sense any fiend, and there was like a little bit just because of your nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
It was all 3.
registers on everything.
Yeah.
Well, I have lesser restoration. That's not good enough to cure curses yet at level second level spell. Yeah.
I will seek out a cleric in one of the big cities.
The cleric even work on you?
Wouldn't
Like,
hurt to try.
morally speaking, like, would they be okay with working on you?
That's a good point. Well, I don't have to tell them where it came from.
I suppose not, but
We can always threaten them.
I'd like to avoid threatening violence for any reason.
I generally prefer to avoid doing violence. Threat. Get things done.
Would a healer refuse to treat you because of your nature?
Granny Mabel.
very possible.
Yeah, Granny Mabel didn't like it, or didn't like the Vecna stuff. Who's to say that a normal cleric wouldn't like the...
The difference is, though, Granny Mabel knew what it was. I don't think a generic cleric in a city temple or a town temple is going to know.
Well, they'll just have to make sure it doesn't get worse, I guess.
Don't look up fantasy WebMD. Give you some really bad advice.
Turns out you've got like rat poison in you.
Oh, you got the disease where your butt falls off. Oh no.
Oh god. Was my butt moving to my hand? Oh god. But no, he'll pretty much whenever he's to himself, he's obviously got things on his mind.
Since we have a lot of downtime, Nima, one night, I would like to come up to you and say, Would you mind if I had a look at that sword of yours? I've seen many fine blades in my life, but nothing quite like this one. Wish to have a closer look.
Okay, I mean, sure. And draw it out of its sheath. Hand it over.
This is the plus 3 Vorpal sword, if I remember correctly.
No.
No, this is the plus
It's
2.
a-
Plus
it's a
2,
plus
okay, yeah.
long sword.
Plus
Yeah.
2 that gives Revivify once a day.
Okay, so it's not quite a Vorpal sword.
But it's a very good sword. Do you take the sword?
I am holding it, yeah.
I need you to go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Weird.
26.
Okay. You felt this weird tinge of like avarice grab at you for a second, but then it just went away. Like in your head, you were like, I could take them all, you know? But then
Yeah.
you're like, no.
Oh, okay, yeah. My eyes twitch a little bit as I look down at it. My boy, do you realize how powerful a blade you wield?
I do.
Do you think you're deserving of it?
No. I haven't done anything. I haven't saved cities. The man who gifted this to me was a very great individual. This is a promise. This is a promise that at some point I might be better than this. At some point I might be that hero. I might be the one they write legends about and old bards, make songs to hear me. And if to do that, I need to have stuff like this.
The back of your head, Canis, you just hear, a promise to your queen.
So if I can do this, if I can be that hero, then I have to try. So I will wield this with as much pride and respect as I gave to the people that raised me.
I will say in the back of my mind, patience.
Can I roll insight?
No, this is in his head.
No,
You probably
but
hear
I'm
him-
very curious because
You probably
this is
see him
really-
like grimace a little bit, but
This is less of like I'm playing suspicious, but I'm curious how
Sure,
Nima.
go for it.
I'm just curious on the fact of like how Nima's perceiving Canis right now, and just this because like he's seen him in battle and he's no joke. Like this is a warrior. This is a throw hands with greater things kind of individual. So he's kind of looking for. He's not even looking for anything. He's looking for approval.
Roll it.
I'm definitely like looking at the sword, like studying it, like I'm like I know what makes a good sword.
Like a nerd holding like $100 lightsaber replica.
Yeah.
And this is my dueling lightsaber. This is go with some more.
It's a movie accurate Luke Skywalker, Jedi Master.
Did you roll the
Luke.
insight?
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for permission.
Oh, from me?
No.
I just DM. I didn't hear it. 18. I'm just curious how would Nima perceive Canis in this situation? Just what do you glance from him?
That's probably up to you.
I'm,
He's very, very interested in the sword, that's for sure. Why, you're not too certain, but also he's a man of the blade, so...
okay. I was just looking for approval from me.
When you were out playing, I was studying the blade.
Okay. But I don't know, it's something I keep in mind. Wasn't supposed to be good with weapons like this, but put some elbow grease in. So I remember how I see people use weapons like this. I just try and copy it.
I'm sorry, your mic was a little soft.
Oh, sorry. I gotta be a little fucking a little closer. have to keep it watched on something real quick. I do have a timer in the background. I might need to go run and grab it. It's just, I don't know. People like me aren't supposed to be using weapons like this, but I make it work. We usually use lighter weapons.
I will hand him back the sword.
Grab it.
And I will
As you grab it, kid, this is like he holds it for a second, but then he lets go.
Yeah, like I put it in your hand, and it takes like a second before I release the hand.
I didn't realize it because Nima's kind of having to brace himself. He
Yeah.
does have a 6 in strength, so it is a little wieldy.
Oh, I up my strength. I have an 18 now. So it's like, despite his withery frame, he has a good grip on him.
6.
I'll unshelf my silver sword and go.
Ooh.
Do you know how long it took me to earn this?
No. I don't know much about your people.
Surely longer than you've been alive.
Are you old?
He looks it.
I forget how old elves make them, but I just go several hundred years.
Oh.
Damn, you're old. Sorry, I'm not in this conversation. I definitely
Just-
didn't overhear that. I'm so sorry.
Nima just looks up. Hey.
What I'm
Okay.
saying is that I earned this blade. And the silver upon it.
Okay. I just... Wow. Like, do you get bored or... Like, that's a long time to be doing things. Did you, like... How many places have you been? How'd you get stuck as a guard?
He just
Portal does seem awfully small for you.
How are you not rich?
single star when I have seen countless. Entire astral sea. He kind of probably gestures toward the coastline. This one is just a drop in the water.
Yet here you remain.
And here you are with
On a
me.
quest to save the multiverse.
Well, the next question, did you go down to me or did I go up to you?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, that was me talking. I didn't hear you.
He doesn't want you to do that.
Okay.
That
Oh,
was a
okay.
whispered under
No,
that was
okay.
a whispered under the breath little slight.
You're just a little drop in a big ocean.
Well, I
did not say that.
so do you weird. I just didn't think about living that long.
How old are you, Nima? Sorry, I've just included myself in this conversation. I'll leave.
That's right. That's okay. It's okay. You're my friend.
Canis goes, I'm guessing about 12.
I am not 12.
Do Genasi age the same as, like, normal people?
I think so.
How old are you?
Counts. Four seasons times.
On his hand. 1.
2. No, you see him counting seasons and he's multiplying that by how many seasons he's been through.
Or
Like
dividing
20
it by.
That multiplication is easier in my head. 23, 22 cycles, 23 cycles.
Oh. Well, you're not as young as I thought you were.
You're just a baby.
Comparatively, you're quite young. She looks at Canis like,
Yeah.
these fucking kids.
Are cycles where you come from the same as...
If you need
Portal?
training wheels on your horse, just let me know.
She starts pouting. Look, I grew up in my clan. We were wanderers.
There will be a little smirk with that remark.
We counted seasons, so
How long are your seasons?
like
4 months? 2? Oh.
3-4 months.
Oh, so about the same then.
Yeah,
The month is the same.
This planet is oddly familiar to your planet, just
Yeah, a little
not
bit.
the same.
Not the same planet, but they both seem strange. A very similar calendar system. I don't know why.
Bizarre how that works
Bizarre.
out, isn't it? Oh, it's so weird.
So bizarre.
Uh,
But yeah, we didn't really, calendar is just per season, whether it was, spring for gathering, summer for traveling, or winter for, holding out.
seems to be about the same. Yeah, really.
It's convenient
From what I recall.
from what you recall.
Which isn't much.
Yeah,
These rations are delicious. Sorry.
I can tell. Yeah, again, I never knew my parents. I was just in a clan, and they all raised me, so I don't, I just count generally. I might have, a birthday.
I have been reset 6 times.
My
See-
goodness, Archie.
Yeah, that one's old
That's rough.
too.
I don't like that you reset.
How many seasons have you seen?
There has been 6 Archies. I am the 6th.
Hmm.
Okay, bot.
Well, I like this one.
How do you know if you don't forget if you've been reset before?
I am well aware of when I awaken. And Lady Illustrial has kept me enlightened.
Very kind of her.
So you know that you've been reset, you just don't remember what it is that you lost.
Indeed.
That's sad.
That is very sad.
Is there like a button you press, or you have to hold in
Vera
Hold-
looks at
hold in
Canis.
power and volume at the same time? Or...
No, I think you just have this thing like 3 times. It'll bring up a little screen.
I'm told I'm 600 years old.
My goodness.
Wow. Damn.
I once knew an autonome that whenever it hit its head on something, it would lose all its memory and be like an entirely new person. Wonder if that's like you.
I assure you that is not. I am far more advanced than some autonome.
I'm pretty sure it'd be kinder too.
What do you mean?
I look.
Archie's delightful.
Mm.
Be nicer to him. Maybe he'll be nice to you. What was that you told me earlier, Nima? See things from everybody's perspective, not just your own.
Well, you.
Practice what you preach.
Mm,
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
okay.
Amount of days that we've been going, I'd say we're probably
Yeah.
through the Sword Mountains at this point, passing through and between Waterdeep and the and Fanlin. The airships are a lot more prominent in the sky now.
I've never seen those. Wow.
You've seen them; they're a lot more. They're definitely not spelljammers, but they're definitely made to travel the planet.
I've seen boats. They're weird. Those are flying boats. That's weirder.
These are flying boats. Some of them are like the size of a city. Out further
Wow.
into the ocean. Yeah, they've come a long way.
This is like familiar to Canis, so he's actually kind of enjoying the sights of seeing things fly like that.
Waterdeep and Fanlin have kind of got a more not what is it? Radiant Citadel vibes, like futuristic look, but it's definitely the best way to describe it is
A little more steampunky.
steampunk. Yeah,
I think like Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 9 or
9-ish.
12.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's fantasy technology, but not necessarily Steam.
Despite all that happened to Waterdeep, look at the progress it's made.
Did something go wrong?
Well, do you see how it's in this big inverted dome?
Oh yeah, it looks like a big as if there was like a big hole there.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
basically a
Did they build on it?
giant rock crashed into it.
it's also expanded a little bit into the ocean as
Yeah.
well.
Ooh.
Oh, was it there before the hole?
Yeah.
100 years ago there was a city there.
Ow.
Yeah.
That had to hurt.
Yeah.
There are many times that when a planet has reached its peak in evolution, the gods will throw a stone at it, causing it a reset. Perhaps it is similar to this city.
It just seems like they fight.
I have no say over that.
All the stories I hear, calamities and whatnot.
That is why adventurers exist.
My understanding was that this was not a god throwing a rock into a city, but an attempted god throwing a rock into a city.
How can it be, attempted god? We got halfway there and quit?
Sort of. For lack of a better term.
If rumors are to be believed, it was his attempt at becoming one.
Oh, who is it? Some dude? Ooh, elf.
I believe an archdevil.
Oh. Damn. I sorry, I just in my head was like this big evil wizard. No. Wow.
Well, he's the wizard of devils, so technically.
I win on accountability.
Well,
Fine shit.
his
Wow.
effects are lingering. They are not only the remnants of the ruins, but also kind of points up at his horns, responsible for these.
How was it his fault?
Well, yes, it was. If, again, rumors are to be believed. It's where all the sort of demonic, fiendish, and magic corruption whatnot came from.
If history serves me right, what the Archfiend was trying to do was pull Oro into one of the layers, well, into the first layer of hell.
Damn.
So, with that being said, it corrupted a bunch of the land, and that is why.
Yeah, that
Parts
sounds bad.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good for people.
Quite the
Well,
opposite, I'd say.
Well, you say magic, so
We've
You're
been
there.
dealing with it for a century. Several
That is fair.
generations have gone by. We make do.
well, about what? Quarter Canis, so
There are stories that many groups resisted the event.
I'll
The
be like them one
the
day.
heroes were not alone.
If it was on such a grand scale, I can't imagine that they would be.
And perhaps our plights could do the same.
Well, we do have what, 3 pretty cool wizards backing us up.
At least.
I don't know, they seem important.
Very.
And a very lovely hag.
She was lovely, wasn't she?
She was.
She seemed friendly enough.
Her parents raised her very well.
Starting to even question if she was a hag.
I believe she said that she was not.
But she wasn't a hag.
No.
What? You all knew this.
She wanted people to believe that.
What?
We found this on like the last 5 minutes.
There is protections
What?
in such rumors.
Stepped away for 5 minutes and
I
a
thought
big
I thought we
reveal
cleared that
happened.
up. No, that was like in the 5 minutes before she left. So that was like we had a whole conversation.
I believe he was defecating in the woods.
I had to take a leak.
Wow, you should take it more convenient times, huh?
After a big battle, I always have to take a leak.
Never had
Maybe
to
we should have you go
any
see
other
a
prior
physician.
battles.
It's actually quite common among Githyanki. Githyanki over 400.
And,
Oh, it's because you're geriatric.
I think his bladder is starting to give out with his age.
Very common in the elderly.
he is old.
We're gonna need to find a Githyanki nursing home for him. Maybe by the,
No, I'm
by
still
the-
quite,
Yeah.
get done.
still quite capable and conscious.
Ah, he's having issues finishing his sentences.
You sure, Grandpa? Do we should put you down for a nap?
We don't say that thing anymore, okay?
I will I'll speed up on my drag so I don't have to listen to this anymore. I'm going to scout ahead.
Don't forget we're here.
Do you remember your glasses? Or your spectacles?
Use your removable rod as a walking cane, just in case, Canis.
He's up ahead.
If you fall, click your little emblem. We'll try and see her.
Yeah, his flying boots are life alert. So that he can get back up.
Aw.
I hope he realizes we're going to make nothing but old jokes about him from now on.
Truly.
He goes, Archie's older than I am. What are the
You're not
tricks
here,
on them?
Canis. You're ahead.
He's just muttering that to himself.
He's technically 100 and only 100.
Old. Haha, old.
Damn.
Aren't you 600? Shut up, old man.
Did you have a clown to go yell at?
He's just riding up ahead. You goddamn kids.
These kids.
This back to us.
Who shoes him?
Look, we don't.
They're old.
You don't say things about that anymore.
What about people being old?
No, I'm just yeah.
I
So
mean,
it's
compared to you, I think most people are old.
as the morning
Oh.
comes, you guys are now within sight of the beautiful and oddly springtime Neverwinter. A familiar sight and a friendly sight. It kind of feels like home to some, like a breath of fresh air. Even though
We have some-
while you're headed there, you're not sure. There's still much uncertainty.
Did we estimate it was like maybe 17 days? Like
About
15
that,
to 20
yeah.
days to get here? Okay. Well,
This is,
good news is that Neverwinter looks fine.
It's more than fine. This is a beautiful city.
Oh, I forgot. You haven't actually been here.
No, I have not.
You
Yeah,
just remind us
as-
so much of somebody else.
As far north as you guys are, it went from like probably from starting to get cold here back to springtime up here.
Weird.
And
It's warm up
as you look past Neverwinter, you see just nothing but winter. But this area is for some reason springtime.
Oh my god, is that why it's called Neverwinter?
Yeah,
literally,
Never-
literally.
it's literally because Mount Ho now erupted and
There's a fire. There's a primary fire elemental somewhere in the city. We don't know about that.
yeah, we don't talk about where that fire elemental is though.
We literally don't. It's a problem.
Don't go deep into the castle. Don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
it's fine. Don't worry about it. It was like a minor, like 5-minute thing.
Actually,
Castle Never is definitely the biggest of Toril.
Actually, you never knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah, neither did I.
there's a fire
Yeah,
elemental
I
underneath.
thought it was his full name.
No, area never gets cold because of the primary fire elemental. It keeps the area in a nice temperate climate. That's why the river never freezes, aka Neverwinter.
Yeah. No, I
I don't,
get it.
I don't know. I don't know this lore. This is like some book smarts you can grab from somewhere.
I mean,
else.
this is lore that Vera could easily spatter off to.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
oh, what's the city name? Oh, blah blah blah.
Vera's just a walking Wikipedia.
I'm like, this is.
I mean, Jess didn't know that until today, but Vera sure
That's why
did.
I said it and said Vera said it.
Yeah.
Vera said, "Oh, neat.
The more you know.
You know."
So you guys kind of just begin to trot down the hill, down the high road, and you get past Helm's Hold and to the gates of Neverwinter. And
There it is, Camelot.
It's only a muddle.
Past
Let's
the
not
guys.
go to Neverwinter. It is a silly place.
I want to stay here. This place is cool.
welcome home.
I'm your king.
Oh, it's nice to be back here.
Yeah.
We got whisked away in an instant, and it took us over 2 weeks to return back.
Question, by the way.
We will say you guys are coming in from here. Actually, sorry, this one. This would be the road you took.
Do they say anything about my undead before we enter?
You know yourself, it's probably wise not to have the undead with you. Or do something about them.
Garret, undead want to be free. They don't want to be chained up. Let them run free.
Free range
No,
zombies.
I don't think I could do that. Well, actually, does anyone have a spade?
Are you going to bury them?
Yeah, and then I'll come back for them later. Gotta let them
I-
ferment a little bit.
Ugh.
What if you just what if you just clean off the bones and just skeletons?
No, zombies are in theory stronger than
What?
Undead are not socially acceptable in large environments.
What? I've seen
Civilized
a couple
environment.
of them.
Here's the
They
thing.
were chill.
Archie. I'm not from around here, so I know that, but I haven't really encountered it firsthand. Anyway,
And by,
I was speaking
by
to
all means,
Nima.
No,
I'm
but-
such a
spade.
dick.
But I mean, by all means, like, if we have dead bodies, why is everybody against burying them?
No,
Hey,
I'm not. It's the fact that he's going to bury them and then eat them later. That's
No, I'm saving them for later. In a
To
sense of, I'm just going to come back and raise them later. I might have.
You're gonna brace them?
Nibble here and there. What's it to you?
I,
I'm sorry, I don't eat steak and eggs every day.
well, maybe
Don't-
you should start. I don't
Good
think
diet.
carrion is that good for you.
Don't
Go
know
on.
much.
Would you like us-
Don't know much about them.
Did someone say steak and eggs?
Ugh.
Are you hungry again?
I'll go up to the guards. I'm assuming there's guards at the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, hi. Do either of you have a spade? Don't know where we can get one.
And some eggs.
Why would we have a spade?
I just need to bury some dead real quick.
We need to bury some dead. Yeah.
There's still no reason I would have a spade.
I'll just
All right, fine. Well, I'll just leave them here.
no. Yeah, no. I'll go in quickly. I'll find a general store. I'll get a shovel. And we'll be fine.
No.
Put
Just chain it to a tree somewhere.
What? No, we're not gonna just have them walking about.
No, they'll stay put.
Are
Surely.
you sure? Nothing will go wrong. No one will get freaked out. No.
I'm not sure, but
So,
I mean, I'm
no
sure.
kid will. No kid
people
will walk by
see
with a
it.
stick and poke it.
I don't
Have them
think
climb the tree and just hide inside the thick brush.
Tear in your eyes, like, come on, get out of here. Go home. Go home. I don't need you anymore.
Kids are ruthless, man.
Can't you just, like, kill them and then bring them back later?
Okay, well, aren't we supposed to be going into a tomb that might be dangerous? I think it would actually be better if I had these for
Garret,
my protection.
Garret. I understand that. Nobody in the city is going to understand that.
Okay, but
Social norms, please.
okay,
Do not
well, actually,
bring your dead into the city.
does anyone have any spare clothes? We could just
Well-
put a hat on them.
Actually, no, it's a stupid idea. Never mind. Scratch that.
No,
I
no,
do.
no,
Have,
go on,
I
go
have
on.
clothes. No, I have clothes. Hold on. I mean, they're very fancy though.
Well, that's more of a diversion that people wouldn't suspect.
Well, I mean,
It's
if
a
we're going,
smell.
if we're going to a graveyard, we just put them on a cart and say we're gonna bury them and go to the graveyard.
We don't have them.
What?
It's a good idea.
The graveyard, I believe, is on the edge of the town, of the city, right?
That's fine. We're
It's
undertakers.
not. It's in the city.
No?
It's on the. It's at the edge, but there's a giant 30-foot wall
Right.
between.
We're undertakers. We just gotta,
Nima, they know who we are. Most
How-
people in this city
They-
know who we are.
He's
Are
gotten
you that
attached. He
important?
must have named them.
No.
You didn't name your. Why?
What, you want me to?
Well, I just
No.
there's sentimental attachment to things you protect. Swords, clothing, names.
He eats
fruit.
them, Nima. I don't really think he cares.
I do forget he is just a big bird. Sorry, my mistake.
I'm a medium-sized bird.
You're
You're lodged to
Looks
Nima.
up. Looks up.
Ah, right.
Anyway, you figure out your problem. I'm going to go into the city now.
This is a rather flat city.
Wasn't that good for you, Archie?
I guess I could get around better.
Wait, Vera, could I have those clothes?
He's not used to like looking at the sky and like looking up and not seeing more city.
Exactly.
I'll reach into my backpack and whatever clothes I have in my hand, I just. There's probably like a hat and like a scarf, like a shirt, some nice pants or something.
I am going to try and dress up my zombies.
They're fine clothes. I have a set of fine clothes, so.
A set, which means one.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
I have a set of common clothes.
Okay, so that's two.
You're gonna mix and match pieces. One guy gets a hat, one guy gets a shirt.
Go ahead and roll a. What would it be? Probably
Performance.
performance, or just a deception for each of them.
For each of the fuck.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna try to spread it across 4 zombies.
Okay.
Oh, this should be good.
I need to pull up the...
And keep in mind, this town is being plagued by cultists of undeath.
This cannot bode well.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You seem really confident trying to get this done.
Look, I'm one of the good ones.
That's what they all say.
What if we get a big trench coat and then we could
Well,
Okay,
we
that's
could
what-
like
if we made
Assassin's
him-
Creed it and just all like
If we made him scouts, we could put it all in one trench coat. Just one big guy.
You do understand that there are guards outside.
They're fine.
Alright.
Archie, let's go, me and you. We're going in.
This is looking decent.
It's decent.
You said deception or performance?
I guess, yeah. I mean,
They're both charisma based, right?
It's
Yeah.
either a -2 or a -3.
Congratulations.
Okay, so I got a 4, a 13, an 8, and a 7.
I don't even need to know the rolls to look at this and go, this ain't gonna work.
Okay, looking at this here, you're not even gonna get past the gate. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It just smells of
So as soon
god
as,
awful.
as soon as everybody kind of passes through, Garrett's walking through. He's like, "This'll work. This'll work." And as soon as he gets to the gate, the 2 guys with their halberds cross him, and they're like, "Yeah, let's not do that."
Okay, alright. Well, can you at least hear me out?
Look.
The order isn't ours. It's from Lord Reynold.
These
Well-
are we've talked with him before.
We're close personal friends. He said he was
No.
cool with it.
It's not like that. After we won the tournament, probably what was it, about a month ago? A couple weeks ago?
10 days or so.
I'm sure you're friends with him. He's friends with many people, but
We're here to do a dangerous job, and I need these guys for my protection.
Well-
My party members can vouch for me.
they look at the party. What are they for?
Look,
We protect
okay,
the
so
skeletons.
Garret will point to each of them, and he will point to each of them. He'll point to Oordem first. He's a spellcaster. He won't do much of protecting. Well, he does give me mage armor, so thank you, Oordem. That guy
So
right
he's
there.
useful.
That guy right there. He'll point to Canis. He's the one that charges in, while I'm in the back line. He'll point to Vera. She'd also hit stuff, I think. So she's not gonna be anywhere near me. And then he'll point. And lastly, he'll point to Nima. And he's like, and he also charges in. So basically, in the back line, it's just myself and Oordem, and I don't have too much protection. They're like body shields for me. Please.
You have wings.
Oh,
Alright.
roll his foot above the wall.
This guard has
Garret,
made
Garrett's
the
whole
perfect
fucking
argument about. Oh, sorry.
His whole argument just fucking crumbled after.
Mhm.
You really are playing that negative charisma, aren't you?
You're gonna
No,
have
that-
to
that
roll
was-
a persuasion at disadvantage.
Oh no, why at disadvantage? I rolled a dirty 20.
Because he's under the impression that you literally have wings. No one can get to you.
No one's helping me out to cancel the fuck.
No.
Nah, I think you got this.
He's not making you get rid of him. You just can't bring him
Oh,
in.
okay. With disadvantage, I got a 19.
Oh, nice.
I will take a picture of it right now just to prove it.
I believe you. It's just
I
it was a high DC to begin with because of the whole argument.
Okay, well, does a 19 cut it?
this is gonna be very hard or difficult, so. Do you think it's a 20 or 25? Sure, hell ain't a 15.
I was definitely setting this around the 20-25 range.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, this ain't a 15, so.
So you literally missed it by 1.
Garret, let them
Like I said, you don't have to get rid of them. You just can't bring them in here.
Alright, well, if I die, my blood is on your hands.
Oh, I'll like
And I
go
wasted
back,
spell slots for this. God damn.
grab the scruff of his new robe, and just start pulling him along.
Sorry about that, gentlemen. We'll make sure he doesn't stay out of
Don't
trouble.
fucking apologize.
I'm apologizing on our behalf.
Garret is like clearly fucking fuming.
Maybe there'll be more in the crypts.
I don't want to.
Don't say
I've
that
already
in
used the
earshot
spell
of the guards.
slots for it.
What, Kasey?
Said I've already used the spell slots for them today.
Well,
Shame.
maybe we can sleep before you have to do it again.
Well, fine, but I'm not gonna like it.
You're sounding like me.
As you guys are
Misery.
walking away, the guards are like, "So do we kill him or do we?"
You just let them. Like, what are they doing though? What are the zombies doing?
Just standing there.
They're kind of like.
What were their
standing, like,
orders? Yeah.
Their orders would be to sit and stay.
How long do they
They're
last?
sitting right at the gate.
How long do they last if you don't like do the spell again? 24 hours.
Well, yeah, 24 hours, and then they'll. Bleh. Well, actually,
No, they become mindless again.
Yeah.
So
There's a chance they will not be there when we get back.
There'll be
yeah,
one
alright.
less guard.
till further notice, I'm gonna keep track of what's going on there.
Gonna keep that one tabbed.
Hey,
I will actually go back to the guards. Oh yeah, maybe you should kill him.
Yeah, then they just immediately just start hacking them up. They take them off to the side and they start hacking them up.
Garrett's kind of like watching it, like fucking agony. That was a couple.
They come back and they give you the 4 skulls. That's the best they can do for you.
Oh. Well, actually, thank you. You just give me my dinner for the night.
Garret, you owe me a set of fine clothes.
Clothes are gone. Clothes are gone. Clothes are gone.
I'm writing that down. Garret owes me
One set of fine clothes.
The clothes are gone.
1 set of fine clothes.
They take them over the edge. They beat the shit out of them with their halberds, and then they light them on fire before giving you not before giving you the heads back though.
Do you need me to clean those skulls off, or?
Don't touch them.
He's gonna lick them like a salt lick, like a horse with a salt
They
lick.
still have a little bit of flesh on them.
That's disgusting, Garret.
See, this one still even has an eye.
Oh, get it away from me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, here, lick it.
Oh.
I'm gonna
He's
roll.
like-
I'm gonna roll a con save real quick. I feel it's
Foul.
necessary.
It's like a little popcorn bucket. Put some.
Ah.
Hold on, just give me.
Well, you know what would be really funny is if I took these skulls and as we were walking, I just started talking to them.
Hello, I'm little Garret.
Freak.
I hope no one needed that barrel.
You all just don't understand me.
No, we don't.
I don't.
We will find more dead bodies for you. Don't worry.
To be fair, sir, your ethics are.
I don't want to
little
hear it,
immoral.
Archie.
You leave him alone, Garret.
Shut up.
Be-
Respectfully.
Okay.
You always take his side.
Of course I do.
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean-
Look
he's
at him.
fucking
He's
licking your
adorable.
boots all the
Okay.
time.
He's adorable. Look at him. And no, I just don't think you should have been bringing dead into the city. That's all.
As you guys are walking and you say that, it's like passerbys are like, "There's dead in the city."
No,
No,
don't worry.
no.
They're,
Oh.
they're already dead. They've been killed. It's fine.
Oh God! Oh, thank you.
Not anymore, they're not.
Just to like try to clamp her fist over Garrett's beak.
You don't know how he.
There's like, if Vera didn't do that, Nima would have actually like flicked his hand with like a spray bottle and be like, stop.
clamped his beak and he's like flapping his wings, trying to get free.
Sorry, we have him out for the day. You understand? Come on, let's get you back.
Where are you guys headed?
To the castle, I guess.
Very
Well,
first thing I'd like to do as soon as we can find something, Oordem would like to find like a broadsheet or like a crier to see what's been going on these past two
Good
10
idea.
days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't know where he got it, but Canis comes back up with a turkey leg. He's gnawing on it.
When did you?
Yeah, it was in my pocket the whole time. Forgot about it.
Well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get food.
Whoa.
Can't have any of mine.
We're going to get food?
We've been on the road for like weeks. I want fresh food.
Been living off rations.
Go, go,
I got fresh food right here.
go to a tap.
I
I don't understand how all of you can be so hungry all the time on the
You're literally
plane.
eating a turkey leg.
Oh yeah, he's been like
That's
wait.
a bit offensive, you know, by the way. You're eating fowl right in front of me.
Yeah, but
It
it's
almost-
cooked, so you know.
Anyway.
Broadsheet. The Neverwinter Times.
He goes still warm, not winter.
I like how Canis is just a serious version of what was your gift character's name?
Oh, Otto,
Yeah,
he was very serious.
he was until he had to go make a sandwich when he was sad.
No, it's actually a Githyanki thing where they don't have to eat on the astral plane. So like when they get, it's like when they go to the physical planes, they're just starving all the time because they have like their body.
Is that why they're so skinny?
Yep, I think so.
weird as Nima shows up with a Red Bull.
So the lore of the astral sea is that like you don't need to breathe, you can move by thinking, and not wild space, but like the astral sea itself.
Yep.
Yeah, it's weird.
So that's why he's hungry all the time.
It's in character. It's
Yeah.
or the characters. It's lore appropriate.
Yeah. Otto is just fat. He likes sandwiches.
Just you like sandwiches. Tomato.
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 Canonically, Canis has arrested Otto once for running a red light in space.
You know how fast you were going? 30 feet a 6 seconds.
You were dashing in a school zone.
Okay, sorry. As you
Yeah.
come up
Oh right, D&D.
on a crier and you guys are looking for local news, there's certain things. Naturally, the news of Alanis' passing has made it to the city. There's definitely heavy rumors about the cult itself. Inside, it's still rather fresh, but you obviously stories of you guys winning the Beastbane Festival.
Oh, they got my name wrong.
There is just all sorts of like propaganda and stuff just tied to the death cults. And as you guys get further and like deeper into the city, they're actually not only in the news but also on the streets and like lining some of the streets and like the lamps and such. There are actually some men and women that have been hung, missing an eye or a hand, and they're just left out to rot. It's kind of slowly overtaking the smell of the flowers that usually go hand in hand with this place.
Yeah. For one that was afraid of dead in the city, they just leave these ones up.
Some of them, well, not some of them. Most if not all of them are lacking in a hand or an eye.
Yeah.
And then as it get towards the end of some of the announcements and the paper itself, you get to the some of the theater shows, and some of the shows kind of catch your eye. A couple of shows. One's called The God's Father. The other is The Wizard of Ooze. Another is The Silence of the Lamias.
Stop.
Keep going.
And
keep
then
going.
the last one was 1002: A Planar Odyssey.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
Can I roll damage?
I saw the extended edition. As we pass by some of the hanging cultists, I go, "It's an excellent show of force."
with a warning.
You can definitely discern that Maddox had something to do with this.
Yeah, Maddox's work.
I actually just had a really fucked up thought right now, but I'll just keep it to myself.
I don't know. Share with the group.
Yeah,
No, I don't think I will.
You guys run out of spell
Okay.
slots.
Come on.
Can't wait for Garret to go out in the middle of the night and come back with a bunch of undead randomly that are all missing eyes and arms.
No.
So you guys are making your way to the castle then?
I would be. Garret would
Yeah,
be.
yeah. The castle. We're definitely going there. Where are we going to castle?
The city
Yeah.
itself is also still kind of not grieving it per se, but the closer you get to the castle, the flowers are more black, more stuff like that. Like the tapestries are black. Like the castle's kind of like worse for wear, has been taken care of.
What happened here?
Well,
Period of mourning on top of death cultists.
what began with that undead specter we talked about, then continued to us, the points my eye and the hands.
Remember that story about the beholder we faced?
See.
Turn to dust. How they can turn people to dust.
Well, technically, it wasn't a beholder specifically.
Well, he's talking about how the woman died. How she basically got disintegrated.
Oh,
Yeeted from this dimension.
well, yeah.
Yes, he was yeeted, as the kids say. See, I'm hippin' with it. I know the lingo.
Old man, do not say those words again.
So you guys get to the castle and
Skibbity riz.
you're greeted by the
I
usual
will
guards. They let you in. They're kind of shocked at your presence, but they let you in.
Oh, yes, we're back. Didn't die.
Didn't take much to get inside.
Oh, okay. Now, have a good day.
Yeah, said we're
Like,
So
Right.
they're kind of whispering as you guys walk in, though.
No, you're coming with us, Nima. You're involved too.
I'm not. I don't think they know me.
we speak for this one.
Well, now's easy
And
as that.
they shoved him in.
Don't touch me.
But
My
as
hands are all
you guys get inside, the vibe of the castle is not the friendliest.
This is much different than how it was a month ago.
I remember the last time we were here, we got sucked into a different fucking dimension.
No, yes, Garret, I know, but it was a much friendlier place.
I thought there was more red.
I mean, to be fair, after a month of mourning and someone losing their daughter, there could be some
Niece.
same difference.
It's just bizarre.
As you guys get inside, top of the stairs, you actually can see Reynold speaking with a more slender figure, half elven, and as they're speaking, the half elf kind of just takes off, darker hair, moving with a purpose, but he takes off and he goes deeper into the castle, and then Reynold looks down at you all, and he takes a second glance because last he saw you guys, you were at dinner, but now it's been a month. He comes down. Well, it's welcome back. It's weird to see all of you. We all thought you were dead.
Oh, is that why everybody was whispering as we walked in?
It's likely.
Did
Well,
you not
surprise!
I'm glad that we're wrong.
Did you not receive our message from our correspondents about 10 days ago?
I've been getting many random messages over the past month.
I'm worried about that.
Sounds weird.
Well, we
Trust me,
discovered
they're
something.
not. Half of them are good, half of them are bad.
We discovered something back then that we wished to warn you about, but
I think I wrote that down. He pulls out a book next to it, like on his hip, and he's paging through it. Oh yeah, here. He like rattles off the date. This was you guys.
you know, the
Didn't
warning.
sound like any
You
of you.
forgot to sign it. Didn't know it was from us.
It was none of us had sending.
Candlekeep.
Yes, a young lady who was tended to the Grand Elder sent it for us.
You guys are coming from Candlekeep? That's a far march.
Yeah.
Well, no airships were available. We had to walk.
They're pretty expensive.
I wouldn't say
Right.
we walked, but
Yeah, we'll say you stabled the horses and such.
Yeah.
Snap my finger, and the drake is pulled into the ground.
Well, you guys are here, so you're here, certainly here for a reason, I'm sure. Where did you go? What happened to you all?
Do you have the time?
I have plenty of time.
Right, let's
get
sit
to
somewhere.
the dinner hall. I'm sure something's set up. It takes you guys into the main hall where you guys originally had dinner with everybody, and the only people in there are some of the staff, and then naturally Reynold sits down at the table. His portion of the table, very little plates, a lot of books, a lot of paperwork. He sits. Please sit. I'll call for whatever you guys need.
Vera, you feel like a random nudge against you,
Mhm.
and then what I just messaged you hear in your head.
So nice to meet you.
Yeah. Pleasure. Reynold, Neverwinter.
Nima.
Lord Protector of this city.
That's important, right?
If you wanted to be.
I'm a far traveler. I'm not used to these lands, so I don't know, positions and whatnot. But I just want to say, well, nice to meet you. They said a lot of funny things, good things.
I would hope so.
Before we start,
Yeah.
Renault, how are you?
Well, I'm carrying on. I'm obviously in much better shape than Alana's father.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Naturally, he came. I was scolded, and now her brothers are coming to me, and now her brothers are seeking to find her. Apparently,
They won't find much.
they don't listen to me, but they're under some weird impression that something. I don't know. It's a lot.
You did relate to them that she turned to ash.
I did.
They don't believe you, do they?
They don't. It's a very stubborn family.
Sorry, I just got back. I wanted to pipe in during that. Canis will have a look on his face where he just remembers something, and he takes out Alanis's backpack with a couple of things that he had.
Canis will do that?
Not Canis, sorry, Oordem.
Billy's trying to steal my
Canis
character.
What's this?
This was Alanis's. I did not give a chance to return it. Perhaps this will...
It's Alanis's corset.
Oh, it's so bad. I don't know if it will help explain to them what happened, but
We'll see what it can say. I mean, we'll dig through it a little bit, but more important business.
of course.
How'd the backpack survive?
I grabbed it,
He left it by the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
and I grabbed it on the way out.
Okay.
Now, you're all here, and you look worse for wear.
Well, lots of things have happened in a month. As I'm sure things have here. They seem quite dour when we first walked in.
Maddox has been busy, as have I.
I like this Maddox fellow.
We've cleaned out most of the districts, but we're still keeping clear of the higher areas that some of the nobles don't want us digging through.
Is that why the castle's fallen into
I've just been busy, don't mind that.
insight check?
Actually, me too.
On top of that, I'm gonna need him to make a save.
Okay, what kind of save?
Oh no!
We're both on the same page, so like, he seems to be in a bad position.
Wisdom save.
What's the DC?
16.
As you kind of like begin to probe into him, you feel that all the necessary defenses aren't up at the moment, so he fails.
Oh.
So, I am going to read his thoughts.
A, you bitch. B, good job.
You catch a hint of he's been seeing visions of Alanis. You definitely get glimpses of the meeting between him and the captain is furious with him, holding him at a sword point at one point. You also get visions of him and Maddox just dispensing their own kind of justice. He's just been sleeping very little and working very, very hard. But he's not really hiding much.
Gotcha.
Other than the things he's not saying is obviously the visions of Alanis. And the visions of Alanis that you see tapping into his head are like flashes, just quick flashes and screams of her, and like the occasional like he thinks he sees her kind of deal.
Oh, like he, not
Like a
not
hallucination?
but he's kind of like.
He's not
big,
even sure what
shriek
he's
for death?
seeing. He's not even sure what he's seeing. He's not very magically inclined, but he's seeing something.
Gotcha.
Well, I suppose it.
As for the insights, they don't really net much. He's
Yeah.
pretty
I-
honest, pretty worn down.
It's natural after a period of mourning, I suppose, and with the city in the state that it is.
We're doing what we can. Like I said, a lot of the nobles just don't want us digging through things, which is understandable, but you could also see how it causes concern.
Very suspicious, yes.
Yeah, I could easily just let Maddox go nuts, but that's a job in of itself. So you all disappeared. What's going on? What happened? Did you disappear into the castle? Because that's
So
I'm shocked you made it out.
kind of. As we were coming back from the vault, we were teleported away.
By who? What? Where?
To Sigil.
I've never heard of it.
We were teleported by my Lady Illustrial. Completely by accident.
Oh,
Wasn't intentional. We just happened to have a shard, that they coincidentally were looking for.
That they stole.
That
The
they
cult-
then
the cult
took.
stole, or
No.
No, that Lady Illustrial stole from me.
She didn't.
I mean,
steal
the crowds that she probably runs with deserves things more than we do.
What?
These shards are, we believe, to be connected to Vecna.
Vecna. Why would they have interest in these things? And that is why you're back. There's another one in the city.
Well,
Go ahead.
there was 17 or so days ago.
And a book.
We were to fast track it. We met Nima here on one mission. He has now joined our affliction. And on our next mission, we had we're going to retrieve a book from Candlekeep. The book was teleported out of Candlekeep before we could get to it, which
You
is
believe it to be here.
yes, we caught a vision, glimpse that we recognized cultist who got away in the crypts that we had found him in, and the shard originally.
Well, I have not sent much in the ways there because I figured you all cleared it out fairly well. But at the same time, when I did get the request, I set up some guards to make sure that it stayed relatively closed off.
That's what we were hoping.
This woman told me not to alert anyone, so I did as little as I could.
Excellent work. We can trust you.
I can't make promises, but the people keeping an eye on it, I've not spoken with them, but I've also not gone out of the way to try.
Things haven't gotten worse, it seems, so
We've only uprooted about one or two cults. There's plenty more. We've already found that out. There's also stirrings in the Chasm district that the Underdark is beginning to make its moves.
Oh.
You're very aware that the Chasm district, the Chasm itself, is known for being tied to the Underdark. That's normal, just roundabout.
I have an out of character question.
Yes.
Why is this chasm like painted on? Like,
Because at the moment it is actually covered over. There's just not a map I can find with it covered over.
oh, so okay.
That is the chasm, though, just to be very clear.
Gotcha.
So there's like some sort of protection over it.
Oh no, it's like filled in, kinda. It's been since filled in.
Okay.
It's like been since filled in, but the chasm itself, there's always stirrings with it. Just how bad is it every once in a while is like a determining factor here.
The art he had isn't indicative of the.
That's what.
Okay, so it's not actually. I see what. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. So it's been cityified.
Yeah. So usually, what I could gather, the chasm itself is sealed over with dirt and such, and that's actually where the markets are.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you guys were technically at the markets there, that's where you guys were.
Gotcha. Have there been any other instances of when we were here in the tournament, the
Oh, plenty.
Spectre came back?
Very,
coming back still?
very, very often the corpses that you see strung up do come to life. They can't escape. They've used. I believe Maddox said he's used metal cord to string them up. So they're not really going to be breaking themselves free anytime soon.
When the cultists die, they come to life. They rise up like that spectator did.
Not necessarily, more just corpses, and those corpses are prominent and not really going anywhere thanks to Maddox. It's rather vulgar, but it sends a message. We've noticed that where we do tie up the corpses, the cult tends to shy away from it.
Well,
Sound strategy.
I don't know
As
if
long
it's
as it's
fear
effective.
of the dead, or if it's Maddox using them as bait to lure out necromancers, or if they're just afraid of Maddox. But something's working, at least in those areas. In those areas, he's got like a book map on his table. Most of those areas naturally extend from. He points from here over to here, and then Lady Danella herself, the priestess, and Master Olu have kind of cut off most of this region. So pretty much here to here and above is good. Here to here and above is good.
And maybe quarter to a third of the city.
It's a large city. So pretty much this area and this area is very free of cultists. This area here is where the richer folk live. This area here is like the middle folk, and then naturally the poor are down here.
Guessing not as much attention is going towards the poorer part of town.
It is very difficult to even rally anyone in there. Much like the nobles, they are all pretty tight knit that way. But there's so many down there. It's the most populated portion.
And probably the most desperate. One's more likely to turn to the cult.
Exactly. Also, if you have one zombie kill one, you're just going to spread a plague down that way.
Yeah, that'd be quite unfortunate. I think Garret kind of like.
I think you should focus your attention there.
Us.
If the poor are more likely
That
to
area
torn.
leads to where area leads to where your message told me to steer clear of.
Well, I didn't know that.
For the time being, we were keeping it relatively clear.
I wholeheartedly believe they're doing what they can.
There's only so many of us, especially without a guard, and volunteers dying dying left and right, much like my niece. It's tough to keep anyone willing to help us. Out of game, just remember that it's very established that adventurers and mercenaries protect this place, not an established guard. The only established guard is maybe like 20 in number, and they stick to the palace.
No city watch, no neighborhood watch, no militia.
Mm-hmm.
Has there been any consideration to reaching out to neighboring nations? Just for extra hands?
We had reached out to our local allies. We've reached out to Oordem's people. They've sent some up, but no one's really offered more than that. The problem with cults is you're not sure who is working for who.
Yes, that's...
And if this one is beginning to rear its head, then some cults can ally with other cults. We're trying
Multi-cult.
to route it out as much as we can. It's a matter of time before we probably extend a message to Waterdeep and even Silvery Moon.
I can't see why Lady Lustral would ever have a problem with it. She knows everything that's going on. She could understand the plight of Neverwinter.
It's possible, but again,
Just
Lady Illustrial's a very busy woman. I have not been able to talk to her since your departure, and anything I've sent to her has fallen flat. I'm assuming because she's in this sigil.
yes, it's a very weird place.
Point of order, is Archie maybe in like your bag of holding or something?
Well, he would have
hiding?
reeled right in with us.
Okay.
Yeah, he's usually in your bag, or if not in the bag, he's next to you guys.
Because I'd imagine he'd turn some heads.
He does.
Yeah.
Sigil is not of this world, sir.
Thank you, Archie.
Your god
Right.
talks.
How long has that thing been here?
Renaud, this is Archie. He is one of Lady Lustriel's
I am a
constructs.
I am a construct, and I work for the Lady of Pain, gifted to Lady Illustrial.
Yes.
I am of the Romani. And he bows. A minor Romani, but Romani nonetheless. I have been sent as a custodian for the group,
He's also our.
and to learn. This is my first time on Toro, I think.
He has a memory issue.
I have no memory issues beyond what I have been programmed to remember.
Not an issue, it's a feature.
Correct. I
Well,
have a
alright.
direct line to Lady Illustrial, but at the moment, she is not able to be spoken with. I have a slight suspicion that it is because we're on Toril.
He is our ticket back to Sigil as well.
Granted, they are not able to get hold of the shard. I am
Yes.
considered a failsafe. He's
That
talkative.
is, yeah, this is our mission, by the way, was to retrieve that book, and now it's to retrieve the book and the piece of shard we saw.
And this cult member's got both of them.
As of 17 days ago, yes.
Interesting. Well, your rooms are still here, and you're more than welcome to look into whatever you need. Should you need to get in touch with anyone that's in the city, I can send for them. That said, just try not to cause any trouble with the city itself. There are rumors that you all started this,
Oh,
but
how
we're
lovely.
trying to quell those rumors.
Well, must have been rumors that we also died, so...
You all were present for the start and then disappeared. You could see how the masses could understand or assume.
But not you, of course.
I had my hunches. Lady Illustrial works in different ways, and I have also had my own things that I've been dealing with.
Well, as always, thank you for your time and hospitality.
Of course, if you need me, I will be in my study. I have much to tend to. I believe there is a meeting with... He looks to pulls out a pocket watch from his sweaty shirt. There's a meeting I have with Pot Swab in about 20 minutes.
If you need anything, just let us know.
I've asked far too much of all of you. I will put the ball in your court. When he motions towards the servants, and they bow, and he stands up and definitely makes his way towards his office. Hey, before he steps out. Oh, and just before you do go underground, just make sure to let myself or someone know. That way we could try to mobilize and keep some people away from there.
Of course.
Oh, and one last thing. Do you know who was sent from Creto? My people.
What was his name? It was a smaller dwarven man. Sorry, there are too many names to remember right now.
Was it? I've actually forgotten the names. Mercurio? Brinjar?
Mercurio sounds correct.
He's a
very aggressive businessman.
he can get things done.
But
He's aggressive but trustworthy.
He's no longer here. He's returned, but he sent who he could.
Thank you.
Good luck, everyone. And he just kind of takes off. And he leaves the room to you guys, Archie, and let's say one or two servants.
Well,
He was a rather firm gentleman. I liked him.
he is a good man.
I believe I've seen him before.
He is the brother of the captain of the Spell Guard. There's a similarity.
Perhaps that's why.
Yeah, him and the captain really aren't getting along right now.
No? Well, I mean, he said as much that he scolded him whenever he.
It was a little bit more than scolding.
What happened? What did you do?
The captain is a very aggressively brash young man.
If you count scolding to go as far as holding a sword up to your own brother's throat, then it's quite the scolding that he received.
Were you here for that?
No.
Archie looks around, confused.
You used a
What?
spell, Archie.
No, I wouldn't really call it a spell per se. It's more of a
It's the easiest way to describe that.
Garret kind of like taps his head.
Well, emotions can lead people to do weird things. Not that I've ever experienced it.
I was just about to say that. Tensions were that high, it was his daughter. I could understand he'd be upset. I shudder to think he would do such a thing, but.
But Neverwinter wasn't the cause of it.
No.
There's no reason.
No, of course, it wasn't his
take it
fault at
out.
all. No, of course not.
He did send him there, though. Put her in harm's way.
It's not like he sent her in knowing she was going to die. Could have been.
It's always the
anybody.
possibility, though.
Could have been one of
Yeah,
us.
well, from
But
what
that's
I remember,
that Alanis knew. That was. She was here to be a city guard, much like myself. That is something that can happen. In line of duty. Canis, you should know that more than anybody else.
Oh no, he doesn't have a contradictory opinion to
Oh.
that at all. I'm saying like maybe the father blames Neverember because he gave the order, you know. Maybe it's misplaced anger, but
I think that's all it is, really. There's he above anybody else. The captain would know. It's very common in mercenary work.
And honestly, but when he hears that we're back, he'll probably blame us instead.
Well, Oordem, we've seen him multiple times.
My brain's not working right.
As you guys are talking, you can hear the shuffling of halfling feet as you just past the door frame. You see Potswap just shuffle on by.
Is he going into the office or like?
Yeah,
coming out
he's
of
headed to
office?
the office. Yeah.
Well. Well, there's not much more we can do here.
As you say that, there's a very faint voice coming from shadows in the corner. It is odd that you're here and I had no idea about it. And stepping from them is Olu.
Olu!
How is it that you're hiding from my sight?
What do you mean?
I was keeping tabs on all of you, and then about a month ago, you all just disappeared.
Well,
Magic.
we were probably being protected by either the weave itself of being in a different plane, or
It lingers.
okay.
I could not sense you here.
Alright, well then
We
it's
wouldn't-
definitely Vecna.
Because we weren't here. We were in Sigil.
Well, no,
Um,
but he's saying right now.
Yes.
Oh, right
Yes.
now. Oh,
Right.
sorry, I misunderstood that. No, forget I said
Well,
anything.
The wards are not turned off.
I speak of the now. I'm not. It's powerful magic.
I mean, have you seen the transformation that we all went through right now? Take a good look at us.
He knows.
I investigated the lady.
He has eyes.
Well, you just poke 2 and 2. That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to think of anything else that has happened in the meantime.
Olu cranes his head at the small little robot next to Lady Vera. This is new.
Oh, this is Archie. He works for the Lady of Pain gifted to Lady Illustrial. He's on way back.
He steps forward and I believe we found our source.
Oh,
Where you all see him, I only see blank.
wait, you... Interesting. Archie,
Yes, my lady.
do you know why that is?
I am uncertain.
Okay.
I would assume he has some sort of magic field around him.
He's shielding
Could
us
be the
from
reason.
prying eyes.
It could be the reason Lady Illustrial sent me with you. Perhaps she knows. I am uncertain.
It would make sense.
That would make a lot of sense.
Does that mean
Yeah.
Olu cranes his head once more. She is a very mysterious woman. Lots of secrets.
For a good reason.
I'm not so sure.
What?
Every wizard has their secrets.
She like raises her lack of eyebrows at him.
Garret kind of looks away.
He glances to Garret. And Garret, you hear in your head, "Don't you turn."
I will respond to him as the blue eye glows. Turn to what?
In your head, you still only hear, "I know what you carry. And it is not your eye."
I didn't ask for it.
And he just speaks aloud then at this point. "And I didn't ask to see the weave itself."
Ooh.
What?
Hmm?
I would assume, well, naturally, I listened in. You're all here to return to the tomb.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I can assure you that no one's been keeping an eye on it, aside from those that Reynolds has tasked.
Then it should be a quick trip.
I would still advise caution.
It'll be fine.
Sounds like somebody else that we know that said that exact same thing about that exact same place.
Oh, flashback. So then what Renault says is true. Things have been as they are here then.
He sugarcoats it. It's been rather chaotic.
Mm.
Death weaves through the very city. It's beneath these very floorboards. It's beneath the floorboards of all the major buildings. Nowhere is safe. Not even Sigil. But I wasn't the one chosen.
Hello.
does he seem
like a
like
little bit of-
resentful of that fact?
No.
Yeah, I wanted to insight check to see if there was a biting, like a bitterness to it.
You don't even have to insight. That's just a very strange phrase for him to say. He's just saying that as in, you guys are the ones marked.
Does he seem different to how he was prior to us disappearing?
No, he's kind of always lurked in places that he did not like to be seen, period. You know, like he's
Yeah.
obviously wears a mask.
Yeah. I meant more like attitude towards Vera, sort of
No,
thing. Okay.
his arrival is the insights could. His arrival is purely because he's wondering why he can't see you.
Yeah.
I can guide you all to the catacombs unseen if you need, but I will not set foot inside. This is not for me to do.
No, we wouldn't expect you to. That would be very appreciated, though.
We have been traveling for a while. We need a rest.
If rest is desired, then I suggest you take up Lord Reynolds' offer, and then I will do what I can to get you there.
Thank you, Olu.
Perhaps under the cover of night.
It would be wise.
So tomorrow night.
Right. Look to the balcony. I shall be here. And he goes back to the shadow, and for a moment, he blinks like there's not enough darkness there, but then Olu's not there.
It's good to see so many familiar faces again.
Oh yes, I miss them. Miss them all.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Nima.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Doesn't bother me.
We were here prior to
I can
everything.
tell.
That man did not like me.
Oh, Archie, I don't think he has a problem with you. I think he just has a problem with what it is that you're doing.
He seems to be very fond of knowing a lot about everything everywhere at once.
Is that a bad thing?
It is nosy.
But you know a whole lot of things about everything everywhere all at once.
It is knowledge, it is not divination.
I see.
Some say they're one and the same, but I disagree.
Why is that?
Because divination magic is prohibited.
Prohibited?
In Sigil, yes.
Oh.
The Lady of Pain does not like being spied upon.
Well, yes, then, that makes sense. I could understand why.
Nevertheless, where to?
Well,
guess
I suppose we can. We already ate,
Rest.
so
Resupply.
You did arrive in the morning, so
Yeah.
you guys got some time, even if you want to do it tonight or tomorrow night.
Wanted to make sure that Garret gets the spell slots back at least, I think.
Oh, I'm fine as long as we're not going to battle.
Well, I mean, remember what happened last time? We, went into battle.
Fair.
They've been waiting 17 days. I don't think 18 days will matter instead.
Plus, the ritual takes 17 days to cast. Then.
It was
Oops.
a big book. I mean, maybe it took him a while to read it.
Maybe he's a slow reader.
Yeah.
Maybe he loses his place. Has to restart.
Okay, so
I say we get some rest and then sometime at night we go on the mission.
okay, yeah. So rest. You guys are down for resting then?
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
Good idea.
That's fine.
You guys rest, and then come maybe nighttime. You guys hear a tap at your window.
I will go to it, since I'm the most likely one to still be up.
Hey, Garrett's asleep.
Last time I heard a tap at the window, it wasn't a good thing, so I turn at it and kind of prepare myself.
You hear that?
Oh.
It's like call of a raven.
Mm-hmm.
And as that happens, you open the window, and the raven hops in on its feet. As it hops in, the wings expand, and then Olu stands up from the shape of the raven.
That's
Are we
new.
all ready then?
Wake up, everyone.
What?
Come on.
No.
Time to go.
Oh.
I give everyone still laying down a swift little kick. Not a hard one. It's a little.
Proper
I just
long rest.
rear my foot back.
Roam up the
Proper long rest.
balcony.
Just want to confirm that mechanically.
What's that?
Proper long rest.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I'm only pressing the button until I confirm it because sometimes you got interrupted and you don't actually long rest. All good. And I'll cast obviously mage armor once again as I always do. Wind.
Fine, I'll get up.
This is how Vera wakes everybody up.
Oh, age restricted. What?
Bring your little stupid ass on. Anyway, Olu steps towards the door, and he very much shifts and casts an incantation of pass without a trace, and he's gonna get you guys through the city pretty quietly,
Woo.
unless anyone wants to stop.
The Waffle House is open this late.
Canis, no.
What? They say they're open 24 hours.
I
could really go for a
they
waffle.
are usually open in these necromantic emergencies, amazingly, but no, we don't have time.
So he takes you through the city. As you guys are walking through the city, people are they see you, but it's like they're looking through you, kind of like this. Whatever's Olu's doing, he's doing his normal thing that he's showing you how he gets places without people even seeing him. And most often it's just he's just that good at hiding, and he gets down and around the that's a 28 there, pal.
Yeah, I'm just.
He gets
Give me an
down and
idea.
around this area, and as you guys start passing through here, you can just hear mutters and whispers of all sorts of things, and just the occasional the whispers that you're hearing you're not sure if you're hearing people talking about you or talking about Vecna or just that. It just goes to show how this area is very shady. But as you get to as you get around this corner and to the turn, there's that same familiar hole in the wall, and Olu kind of with his sleeves together, he extends a plated hand towards the hole. I have delivered the chosen.
Thank you, Olu.
He bows pretty deep bow to you, and then he looks to the others and offers, well, after you all.
Chosen's first.
No, it's very clear he's saying all of you are the chosen.
Yeah.
Go, I'll pull up the rear.
That's what she said.
You
I'll go
guys
first.
begin stepping into a very familiar map.
Yeehaw!
This place gets smaller as the Oordem keeps hitting his horns on the sides of the cavern.
Remember, don't get near the slime pool. Don't ask why.
We do remember what that is, right?
It's only been a month.
Vera, as you're the last one in, Olu grabs you by the cusp of your arm, and he speaks quietly. You must be wary of the necromancer.
He's the one I told you last month. With the shard. That was the magic item. That was what he found.
No.
Something else.
He motions past you as you're stepping in, and Garret descends in as he's motioning past you. He's motioning to Garret.
I'll go to him.
No. He's quietly motioning to you to Vera. He's talking behind your back, more or less.
Oh, I see.
Pointing at you.
I can't see everything, but I can see danger around that one. If the time comes for it, don't hesitate.
Oh.
Don't worry, I won't.
Good luck,
You're-
my lady.
Thank you, Olu. Your concern is appreciated.
It's not concern, it's foresight. And he bows his masked face and he walks away. It's very clear that he's he like turns a corner. It's not like he goes up to the left back to the city.
Mm-hmm.
He turns a corner, and it's safe to assume that he's protecting the entrance.
Yeah.
And you can go in yourself then.
Yeah.
As you go in, Archie shouts out, "This is a very vile location.
Oh, gee.
Dude, like it's told.
I do
Do
not
you-
like it here.
No, none of us do.
I'm just glad I am not capable of smell."
You do smell though.
Oh, I'm sure. So you guys
I don't seem to
start-
smell anything particularly strange. She
I'm
follows
pretty
it.
sure at one point he was holding meat in himself, right?
Canis keeps sneaking him some turkey leg from time to time.
Yeah.
It's sitting in there.
You guys get to the familiar room here. All descriptions are the
This-
same. You guys-
This is where it happened. I mean, the slime monster. That's where it happened.
Oh, I thought this is when you're.
This is where he's emotionally scarred.
Yeah, this I must say it was equally traumatic for him.
I mean, yeah, Alana's died, but I got attacked by a slime monster.
I couldn't breathe.
I was made a fool. I said there wasn't one, and then what did you know it?
It's thinking of this meme where these football players poured water on this one kid's face. And he comes up and he's just like, that kid fucking saw things. Like he got waterboarded. I'm just thinking that's Canis. Anyway, yeah, the water is very stagnant nowadays. It's not like lapping like it was.
Is it across the water?
Across the water or through that crack in the wall?
I believe the
I
crack
think
wall
we'll just-
caved in or closed off somehow.
Yeah.
It did. Well, I guess we're walking.
Water monster. Probably dead. Don't know if there's more than one, but water monster.
We'll be fine.
You guys didn't see much of a way for anything else to get in here, so.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
The Dianoga monster in Star Wars and the trash compactor just leaves the compartment.
I'm just gonna put this on, so everyone has water walk.
Ooh,
Oh,
convenient.
I was about to say, I can just fly over it now.
My name's Canis. I can just play.
So you all relatively get over the water, but anybody in the water doesn't feel anything weird. You guys get
Is water weird?
Yep.
Thanks
Yeah.
for explaining the joke to me,
Thanks.
Casey.
Thanks, Casey.
we love your insight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can feel feel it on my hubs.
So you guys get
Skim
into
between your
this room.
toes.
Everyone but
Have
Nima, you
toes.
kind of have flashbacks of the ghostly woman.
Man, this place is weird.
There was a ghost here.
Garret, we know a few skeletons in this crypt. Maybe we can raise them.
It's less fun that way.
Chances are most of the corpses here were already raised. You can't re-raise corpses. You can't re-raise the raised.
Well, I meant
The tubes.
what's his name? High Winter's niece or whatever.
Oh,
like
yeah,
if
that
I
would be great.
fucking-
Just walk out with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys keep going deeper as you guys get to this chamber. To everyone but Nima, this chamber's not lit up anymore. Most of the chambers that were lit are not.
Oh, I need a light.
Are you guys talking in your heads or what?
No, sorry, I was responding to a
Okay.
different message.
I was say I think that just to keep it in character, I think we could trust everybody to just if there's any mental conversations, you can either ask me to pull you aside or just do it.
Right.
Oogie.
Just for
Yeah.
expediency.
Yeah.
Not anything.
Furiously typing.
Oh no, I'll tell Kasey. Garret asked if we were gonna tell Renault why we were here.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm just saying now. I
Mhm.
wanted to bring it up in a point where we weren't RPing.
Gotcha.
Who set a precedent?
So this room, like I said, not lit. The tombs, not lit.
I can't see it. Hold on, let me get a torch out. I can't see.
Well, here, I've got light.
Oh, okay.
I'll grab a torch.
The only light that you
There's-
can see is very faint coming from this hallway. You can only assume it's coming from the green of these skulls.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab a torch or something off a sconce and just cast light on it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I have 120 feet of dark vision now. By the way, Phil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
Goggles of night.
Season.
Her eyes are
season
just
dark.
glowing like headlights.
You hear the clink clink.
I'll hold the torch.
Also, the zombies are not present here either.
Yeah.
Huh.
If you see any whistles, don't pick up and blow the
Yeah,
whistle.
please don't play any musical instruments you see down here.
Why would I use an instrument in a scripted crypt? That's gross.
Slowly turns, looks at Garret. Yeah, that is a bit weird, isn't it?
I thought
Yeah.
it was a good idea at the time.
Garret,
But-
go ahead and roll me
Oh
a wisdom saving throw here.
Garret, no.
Weird. Feel like I've been here before.
Alright. You said wisdom save?
Correct.
A 18.
You hear you feel like a slight thrum for a moment, like whoa, like that familiar sense, but then it passes quickly.
Kind of like what I experienced in the past before I blacked out.
Correct, except you didn't fully black out this time.
Beware, by the way, guys, because something just tried to take a hold of me right now.
Second verse, same as the first.
It's like poetry.
No, I just like idioms.
No, I said like what we're going. It's like poetry. It
Oh, like it
rhymes.
rhymes. Gonna
You've
be
all
great.
been here.
So,
Some of us. Most of us.
wait a minute.
What happened here last time?
This is where we were branded, cursed. I
I
suppose.
hope that does not happen to me.
I don't think it will. I don't think it can. But it's also where Alanis met her time. The end.
I do not know who that is.
The daughter of the captain.
Oh, I do know who that is.
Yes.
Correct.
But you knew
Well,
everything.
I do hope.
What'd you say, Canis?
I thought you knew everything.
I do not know everything. Only the people I meet, and the information that they give to me, and I retain.
Let's just hope the ramming stops here, okay?
Well,
You guys,
if memory
descriptions continue. As you guys get a little deeper into here this time, it gets a little colder.
and it's
You guys are beginning to see your breath.
Oh, what is this? Always winter?
Canis,
Yeah. Yeah.
remember last time how we went into the door and the door shut?
The
This
door
looks
is
like a
ajar.
job for a immovable rod.
That's what I was thinking.
The door is ajar, so
Yeah.
it's like half open here.
I shall
Let's
take
make sure it
out
doesn't completely close.
the immovable rod as you open up the door, and I'll position it so it won't close.
Okay.
You all laughed at me about my rod. Laughed at me.
I was actually
No, I'm
somewhat
pretty sure we
envious.
were laughing at you for being old. That was pretty good, wasn't it, Vera?
Yeah.
Garret. That one was pretty good. That was good. Sometimes you need to laugh in moments like this. Oh.
It's fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh.
Move past and head down the open ajar door.
So you guys get into here, you can hear. Again, what's green is lit, but it's not natural lighting. It's magical.
Right.
You do see a faint flicker of a candlelight over here.
I'll snuff out the light.
Yeah.
And just go on the green glow.
I'm gonna stealth real quick. Should be hidden pretty good.
Do we hear any voices?
No. All you can hear off in the faint distance is the sound of like a faint swirl is the best way to like an arcane. It's not as chaotic as it was before.
But it's similar, maybe.
Yeah.
Be on your guard. Don't stay close to the portal. Well, I guess I wouldn't know. Sorry. What's there?
You noted say don't go close to the center of that
I'm saying-
the area.
Well, we don't know. Like, we can't see what's there on the map, so I don't want to.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm try and whisper at least.
But what I mean is that you'd know that that's where
We
Lennis
wouldn't
died.
see
You'd at
this.
least you wouldn't
Yeah.
warn about the portal. You'd warn about
If
being
we
exposed.
see another portal, keep your distance.
There you go.
This spell looks dangerous. Keep your
Um,
distance.
Nima, did you roll stealth? You said, yeah. As
24.
as you guys are beginning to walk down this way, there's no signs of like perception or anything, right?
I can do a perception check.
I'm asking before it happened. Now.
No.
I wouldn't be making any active ones.
It's not in them.
There is about right here, Nima. There is a sound of a shuffle, and as you look down, you notice that you actually saw a string that you might have kicked, and you guys hear the sound of footfalls fastly leaving your direction this way. Sorry, this way.
I'm gonna keep that stealth up, a bonus action dash, and I'm going around the corner.
As you guys get around there, the sound of like a whirling portal now fills everyone's ears.
So what? That would be full or a dash.
Once you're there, you can see very clearly. You don't know who he is, but you can see on the other side, a book in hand and shard in hand, right next to this portal. He sees you guys coming in this way, and he steps in.
Damn it.
It's still
Portal
open.
split.
It's still open.
Well, I guess we have to fucking go.
Oh, time to leave.
No, that's just what happened to Atlantis.
Like he sort of looks at his, like there's the I don't think he even registers at the party that what's happening. He's just like, oh, I'm not letting him escape, and then just runs forward.
Oh no. Oh.
So Nima sprints for this portal.
No, you don't, and then just falls in.
I will step in.
I will cast resistance on myself,
And
Oh yeah,
and I will
I'm
then
gonna
step in.
I'm gonna summon a shadow spawn before I do this.
Okay. Anyone else step in?
we just ran
Yeah.
into a portal without any forethought.
Well,
Yep.
here we go. I
I
will.
mean,
Everyone
you don't
else
have
is
to.
doing
I'm
it.
just asking if you do.
Nima would, I know that much.
We follow the young ones.
So Oordem runs in after casting a spell, and then you see Garret conjure some kind of shadow thing, and he flies in, and you guys are just standing there. You got a couple moments to decide. What do you guys do?
I'm definitely following.
Okay, so Canis just immediately sprints into the hole.
Yep.
You got 6 seconds, Vera.
She'll look behind and like remember Olu at the thing, and she'll just like, oh, we really shouldn't be doing this. And she'll go in.
As she goes in, and everybody shuffles on in, the room itself, everybody at the same time kind of just runs in and stumbles in, and as you guys do that, there's just all you can hear is like, having run, you can hear your heartbeat. Looking around, you can kind of gather each other up. You just hear the echoes of each other's voices, and in this dark room, it looks almost endless, but ahead of all of you, you just see Zaurier looking back to you all, and up to about knee height is like a purple mist, purplish green and green mist. And Zaurier standing there with the book and the shard. As he's backing up to what appears to be like a purple crystal wall. And in this crystal wall, you see a familiar sight of that endless city. And in this room, and stepping from that purple wall, is what appears to be a very familiar figure to at least some of you.
Hmm. Oh
Oh.
shit!
But missing some hair, eye bleeding just a blackish ichor, and the voice very clearly does not match. Very clearly does not match Alanis's. And as she speaks, Vecna's voice is heard, and she looks to Zaurier. That'll be all. And she flicks her hand, and you see Zaurier's eyes just roll back in his head as he falls forward and just drops the shard in the book. And as that happens, Zaurier falls dead. I have no. She stands there and she looks to you, and then she looks down to him. I have no more use of you.
Can I do something as soon as he drops down?
Sure.
Okay, I am. How far away is it?
The room itself, you'd say the wall and Zaurier are about 60 feet away.
All right, perfect. Because with my new thing, Mage Hand is now 60 feet. So I am going to Mage Hand and have it grab the. Oh, fuck. I'll have it grab the book. Now,
The book. Okay. So as you grab the book and you Garret grabs this book and flings it back to him, and as he grabs the book, she just lightly kneels down, and Vecna grabs this shard, and he eyes the shard quick at all of you, and he looks to all of you guys. This is what I wanted. All of you against me. And as that happens, holding the shard, and you guys blink. As you blink, you pretty much shift from this purple room back to this room itself. The portal shuts. You are all standing there. The visage of Vecna stands across the room as stone and dust and bone just begins to erupt within this room as he holds this shard. It's very clear Vecna does not want you guys getting out of here alive.
Okay.
And that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
No!
You're using my puppet. That's my
I grabbed the
corpse.
shard. Why did I grab the book?
One thing I will leave you guys with is this bone and dust just shifts and malforms into something that takes shape somewhat behind you.
Oh, no. We gotta fight in our hands.
But that is where we will leave off tonight
It's a death
for
wall
next
from
week,
Final
because it'll
Fantasy.
probably go for a while.
Oh man.
We have to. I have to die twice.
I mean,
It's Vecna. It's not Alanis.
You're using my
Vecna.
corpse.
I do what I want.
What is this ghost thing? Is this from the previous game or the time we're here? Or...
Shadow Spawn.
What?
Or Shadow.
This?
Shadow
Yeah.
Spawn.
That's the shadow spirit that Garrett's got.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
have 3 different ones.
see, I thought Garret was gonna like turn the body of Valrier into an undead, like right in front of Vecna. I don't think it would have done much, but I mean, I thought that's what you're gonna do, and it would have been funny.
No, because of the feat I took, Mage Hand range is increased to 60 feet. Oh, I
Nice.
should've- I made the wrong choice there.
Indeed.
Well, it's fine. We just have to fight me with of God's worth of spellcasting.
Well, and I mean, look how easily you died last time.
I'm a
So
fool.
this
I
will
mean,
be-
I
this
mean,
will be
if-
cakewalk.
Well,
if we
that
wanna-
hurt.
If we want to like,
well,
if we want to
you
like,
know.
if we want to like judge it off of that, you know, we'll judge it off of that.
I like to think I tried, and I was giving it my all for the party. I just
No, I absolutely think you do. I was just saying, jocularly.
well,
Very-
Y'all are-
very- Very appropriately, I picked the Godskin Apostle song.
Y'all
I had
are
to
also
go find that bitch.
Y'all are also forgetting that we have Archie. We don't
Are we gonna
have
take
to stay.
Vecna back to? Yeah.
We need that-
can
we
You
need
guys
that
got all
shard.
kinds of options.
Yeah,
dude.
but we need
We
the
need that shard.
too.
Well, I know we don't need the shard. He can't have the shard.
That would be bad.
I'm not letting Vecna get away here.
Y'all
You
think I
didn't know
could
who he
charm
was.
person Vecna?
Well, Nima's only been hearing about Vecna, and the first time he does it, he's literally seeing a corpse speak, kill a guy, and then try and threaten our lives. He's like, okay, so this is like a real threat. Cool.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
very much just said die, and Zarir died.
Yeah.
Power word kill.
He was like-
No,
He
he
was
didn't
like,
even
okay.
cast a spell. There was no spell cast.
Power word kill.
He didn't cast a spell.
It was my power word.
Just
I
will
will
death.
just-
Will death.
I will cease. Upon my word, die.
I like how even when we know an hour and a half to 2 hours of combat's coming, everybody's still like, ah!
Because I sit here and do it, bro. You know I
That's
would.
alright.